Next control is file upload control. File upload. So using this file upload control, we can upload any file to the server. File upload control. Using file upload, so we can upload any file into server and HTML input element defines file upload control input element with type equal to file with the type equal to file, the type attribute, and file is the value of attribute. Defines file upload control. Okay, this control allows users to this control allows us to upload and send any file. Okay, so for real-time example, in Google Compose box we have attachments, right? So attach files, so we can attach the files. Okay, features, so we can attach the file and send to the server. Okay, so this is the real-time example for file upload control. Syntax for file upload control: input file, input type equal to file, and id my file, and end tag. Okay, so this is the HTML element to upload the files. Okay, so developers need to write backend code to upload the files to the server. Okay, so your developers just put this element, and the developers write backend code to upload the files. For example, HTML document, doc type HTML, header section, body. In body section we need to place HTML elements. Input type equal to file and id my files. Okay, so end tag. So save this, file upload.html. Okay, So here it is the file. So if you run this example, file upload control should be like this. Okay, choose file. So when you click on this button, choose file button, so it will open the open dialog box, and we can select the files and upload this file to the server, or we can send any file. So here it is, you need to write backend code to upload the files. So developer take care of this. And next, text area control. Text area. So text area tag defines multi-line plain text input control. Text area tag defines multiple multi-line plain text input control. So this text area control can hold an unlimited number of characters. Okay, text area control can hold unlimited number of characters. Okay, so syntax for text array control. We use text area tag and starting tag and ending tag area. Okay, so between this we need to write multiple lines input. For example, you can take one HTML form, text area control. So save this. Text area.html. Okay, run this example. So text area control should be like this, and we can resize this text box. Okay, normal text box we can't resize. So text area control, we can resize the control, and we can set the height and width for the control also. Okay, using style property, we can set height and width, or we can set rows and columns. Rows 10 rows and columns 5 columns. Okay, 10 rows height and 5 columns width. Save this and refresh this form. Okay, see this 10 rows height and 5 columns width. Okay, Okay, 10 rows height. And in runtime we can resize this text box. Okay, for comments you can use this text area control to insert the comments. And next control is drop down list. Drop down list. So using drop down list we can select one item from collection of options for number of options. Using drop down list we can select only one option from list of options. Okay, so HTML select element is used to create a drop down list. HTML select element is used to create drop down list. Okay, in real-time examples we can use this drop down list for date of birth. Okay, for months we can use drop down list. Okay, we can select only one month from list of 12 months. Okay, and syntax for drop down list: select element, starting element and ending element. In this we need to use options element. Okay, option and value equal to 1 option. So in this option we need to insert option text. Okay, January. And February. Okay, like this we can implement drop down list in HTML documents. Okay, for example, drop down list.html. So we can remove this element. For example, date of birth, table, tr, in first column dob and field name, and second column we can use drop down list for months. Select element and option value equal to 1 January, February, March. Okay, April. So after that we can take one more column, TD, text box for month, for day, input type equal to text, and placeholder equal to day, and close tag, and one more column for year. Years also we can use drop down list. Or we can use text box, type equal to text, placeholder year. Okay, so save this and run the drop down list. Okay, so this is the example for drop down list, and we can select only one option from at a time. Okay, from list of options. Okay, user can select only one option from list of all these options, and we can user can enter day and year and submit to the server. In next radio button list, radio button list. So radio button list also select only one option from number of options, but it will take the space in the HTML document. It will occupy the space. Okay, using radio buttons, user can select one option from number of choices. Okay, number of choices. For syntax, input type equal to radio, and name, gender, so we can use gender, male, and input type equal to radio, name, gender, okay, female. So like this we can take number of options. One example. Okay, gender, input type equal to, so we can copy this. Okay, save this form as radio buttons.html. Once you run this example, so you can see this male and female. Okay, only one option you can select. Okay, we can take one more option like Google. Okay, other. Okay, so either female or male or other. Okay, only one option you can select. So for all of these controls, we need to write backend code to save this data into the server. Okay, developer will take care of this. So for a developer, just design these forms. And next control is checkbox list. Okay, so checkbox list. So checkbox is user in groups to indicate a series of choices. Checkbox is used in groups to indicate a series of choices. Okay, for real-time example, we can use this checkbox list for qualifications. Okay, we can select multiple qualifications like 10th, Inter, BTech, okay, and MCA, MBA. Okay, like these qualifications we can select. For syntax, use input element, input type equal to checkbox, checkbox, and name, okay, name one, and here you can use text 10th and like okay, so enter and BTech like MCA. So like this we can insert multiple qualifications into the server for one employee. So you can copy this example, okay, syntax, and paste here. And the qualifications. Okay, in job portals, we need to insert multiple qualifications, right? So we can select multiple options and submit our resume to the job portal. Okay, 10th inter, BTech, MCA, and MBA. So like that, MS. Checkbox list dot html. So if you run this example, so here you can see number of options, and you can select multiple options. Okay, if you don't want to select, you can unselect this. Okay, so after that we need to submit these qualifications into the server. And next control is list box. Okay, list box is similar to a text box. List box is similar to a text box. So it shows a declared number of text rows and declared number of text rows, and gives the user a list of choices. Text rows, and gives the user a list of choices. For list box, here already one example is there, and previous example HTML. Okay, list box. Okay, so here this is the list box example. So just we can copy this list box. Okay, see here we need to use select element, and same as drop down list. So but we need to provide multiple attribute, okay, to select multiple options. Okay, and multiple equal to multiple, and here multiple options. So you can select multiple options from list of options. In drop down list, you no need to give this attribute. Okay, so we can select only one option in drop down list. For list box, you can select multiple options by holding control key. List box .html. List box. Okay, so you can select multiple options by holding control key and submit to the server. Okay, so these are the HTML controls. And finally, div and span elements. Div and span elements. Okay, so the div tag defines a division or a section in HTML document. Okay, div and span elements. Div tag defines a division. Div tag defines set division or a section in a HTML document. In an HTML document. So to implement particular section, so we need to use a div tag. So in div tag we can insert multiple HTML elements like a text box, buttons, paragraphs, span. Okay, so any HTML element, so we can use in div tag. So div tag is used to group block elements to format them with the CSS. Div tag is used to group block elements group block elements to format them with the CSS. And div tag element div tag has no special meaning and it has no required attributes also. It has no required attributes also. And but we can use style and class attributes. But we can use style and class attributes to apply look and feel okay, by using CSS. So the browser will display the line breaks before and after it. Browser will display line breaks before and after it. Syntax is div tag, starting tag and ending tag. Okay, so we can insert multiple elements between these two, starting tag and ending tag. Okay, we can insert a paragraph. Okay, we can insert a span, and we can insert input elements. Okay, so for any element we can add div element. And next one is span. And the span element also has no special meaning. Span element also no special meaning. No special meaning and no required attributes also. Required attributes. But we can use style and class attributes. Okay, the span tag is used to group inline elements. Used to group inline elements in a document. Group inline elements in a document. So we can place span elements inside div element or paragraph. So we can place span element in div and paragraph. So we can insert a span element in div and paragraph also. For one example, so can remove this div tag and close div tag. Okay, we can use paragraph. This is sample paragraph, and we can use span also. Span element, and we can use input elements type equal to text. Okay, and the next, so for any HTML element we can place in div element. Okay, and span, so we cannot insert div element in span, but we can insert span element in div. Span okay, the span element is used to display sample text. Okay, sample text here. Save this and div span.html. So okay, run this example. So here, so this is div element and this is span. Okay, so we can apply styles to the div and span elements. Okay, so in CSS we can apply CSS, and next control is iframes. So this iframe is used to display a web page within a web page. Iframe is used to display web page within a web page. And also use it to play YouTube videos in our HTML document. Okay, so using iframe we can play YouTube videos in our HTML document in our website. And here we need to use height and width attributes to specify the size. Here we need to use height and width attributes to specify size. Iframe tag specifies an inline frame tag specifies an inline frame. Inline frame is used to embed another document within the current HTML document. Okay, inline frame is used to embed another document within the current HTML document. The syntax is iframe and source attribute and height. We need to provide the height for the iframe and width and close. Okay, so iframe tag. So here in source attribute we need to provide the another document path or YouTube video URL and height of the iframe and width of the iframe. So for example, so already one example is there. Iframe. Okay, so iframes. Okay, see here. First of all, iframe and source equal to HTML list.html form. Okay, here it is the path of another HTML form. So in our examples, there is a formats form. Okay, so I want to display formats.html form. Formats.html form, and height of the form and width of the form 300 to 300. And next, iframe source equal to double3schools.com website, and we can display another website in our HTML document, and height, width, and by using iframe we can play YouTube video URL in our HTML document. Okay, so and the height of the document and width of the document, and the source and the frame border allow full screen. So this attribute provides allow full screen option. Okay, save this iframes.html form. Okay, first of all, so we can remove this total. Okay, so first of all we need to display from formats.html form within iframes.html form. So run this form iframes. Okay, see here this form is displaying in iframes.html. Okay, so this is the formats.html form. This form is displaying in iframes.html form. So by using iframes tag, okay, see here inspect element body tag. So there is a iframe. In this iframe formats.html form document, total document is displaying in this iframe. Okay, so all these paragraphs, total document with HTML element also displayed in iframes.html form. And next thing is I want to display another website in our HTML document. Another website. So just we can remove these comments. Okay, save this and refresh this form. Okay, see here double3schools.com website is displaying in our website, our web form. Okay, total website is displaying here. Okay, tutorials, CSS. Okay, so all total website is displaying here. And next is you need to play YouTube video URL, YouTube videos. And we can remove these comments and save this. Okay, this iframe is play video YouTube video URL, YouTube video. Okay, so you can play YouTube videos in our HTML document by using iframe. So an autoplay, so automatically it will play the video and frame border 0 and allow full screen. So when you double click on this video, it will display full width screen. Okay, so these are the HTML elements